Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So before we get any further, I do want to give a big thank you to Maniology for sponsoring today's video, along with sending over all of these new goodies for me to try out. So previously I had posted a Maniology video trying some of their soft gel nail tips. I'll leave the link to that video up in the cards in case you haven't watched it. You can go watch that one. In today's video, I will also be trying some more soft gel nail tips, just a different shape. These ones are the medium almond. Last time I tried the medium coffin. They also sent over some other goodies for me to try out too, so I will be sharing those goodies and using those to create a nail set today. And they also sent over this cute t-shirt for me. Now, it kind of does give a little bit more of like Halloween spooky vibes since it is like skeletons, but I love it so much. I will wear it year round. I think it is really one of the cutest t-shirts ever because I love how it has the pink background and then the skeleton hands and the nails are painted and there's a nail file. It kind of just gives the whole like nail tech or DIY nailer type of style, and I don't have any other t-shirts like this, so I think it is really cool. They do have some other items available on their website. I'm not sure if they have any holiday themed items. I will be leaving some links down below in the description box, but of course you can get this t-shirt. They have different sizes, and I think they may even have a different color to choose from. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know they have some other things like mugs or tote bags. So they do have kind of like a line of different items, unnail related, but still nail related. And I think you should definitely check it out. I love that t-shirt so much, and it definitely will become one of my favorite t-shirts to wear. So now moving into the soft gel nail tips. These nail tips are pre-buffed. We get 15 sizes, 300 pieces, and these are the medium almond. Like I said in my previous video, I did use the medium coffin. I think they also have square nail tips available, and then I think they go all the way down to extra short. So these ones are on the shorter side, more or less, for like a medium almond in my opinion. I still really like them, but just keep in mind if you are a longer nail lover, more likely these are not going to be for you just because they are very short. I do really love the way they come in the case and on the strip. Personally, I think this is way better than getting them in the baggies. It just makes sizing them out a lot easier. I also love how there are 15 different sizes. I think that is perfect because we all have different size nail beds, so it is super helpful to have more sizes. That way you have the bigger opportunity of the nail tips fitting you. The quality of the nail tips are really great. The cuticle area is thinner, that way you get a more seamless and flawless look. And then the free edge is a little thicker because of the length, though it doesn't have to be super thick just because the nail tip is mostly going to be on your nail bed with just a little bit of length. So we're going to jump in here. We're going to do some nail prep. They also sent me over some other items like a stamping kit, stamping polishes, stamping plates, but I'm going to first use the soft gel nail tips. We'll do the nail prep, we'll apply the nail tips, and then I will show all of the other goodies they sent me, and then I will use those to, of course, do the stamping on the nails. So starting off with the nail prep, I'm going in and just doing very basic nail prep. This is the nail prep that works for me, especially when I'm doing gel extensions on my toenails. So this is just the prep that I like to follow. It's what works best for me, and this is what I can do to get the longevity and the longest wear out of my full cover soft gel nail tips. So I start with cuticle work. I like to push back and scrape up any of the dead cuticle. Because I do my nails so often, it isn't a bunch of dead cuticle. if you wear a set and then you're taking them off and doing a new set, more than likely you'll have a little bit more cuticle to remove. So just make sure you're going in. You can even use cuticle nippers or a cuticle bit and an e-file just to really be sure you're getting up any of the dead cuticle. I also went in and clipped down the length of my natural nails just because these nail tips are a little shorter and I wanted to make sure that my natural nail wasn't going to be peeking out of the nail tip. Of course, that is optional, but I did go ahead, clip those, and then I took a buffer just to clean up the free edge, and I'm also taking the buffer here to gently remove the shine from my natural nail, and then I will go in with a dust brush to remove all of the nail dust. I'm going to be using my favorite 3-step extension system today, starting off with step number 1, which is the dehydrator. I'm going in with a layer of that to all of the nails. It is an air dry product, and of course it is going to dehydrate your nails and remove any excess oils. I'm now taking step number 2, which is the primer. I'm applying a layer of this to all of the nails. If you struggle with lifting, go in with 2 coats of your primer. It will definitely help so that your nails do not lift. I am then going now in with my base coat. For my base coat, I am using a 5-in-1 strengthening gel. You can, of course, use a regular base coat. You can use step number 3. But I personally really like the 5-in-1 strengthening gel because it is a thicker consistency. It also really helps strengthen up my natural nails. I cured that for 30 seconds in the nail lamp, and now we're ready to size out our nail tips and apply them. I know that some people might like to size out their nail tips first, which is totally fine. There is nothing wrong with that. Just the way that I do my nails, I like to prep my nails and then size them out, especially because my nail prep is just for educational purposes and I do go in with a peel-off base coat. So just keep that in mind, but whichever way works for you, that is the way that you will want to do it. That way it is more beneficial and easier to you. Sizing out my nail tips, I just pulled out a strip of these nails and I'm sizing them out. I will take a look at the Maniology website to see if they list the size of these nail tips. I don't know for sure if they do. If they do, I'll pop a picture up on screen. And of course, these will be linked below in the description box. But I do know that when brands list the sizing of their nail tips, it is super helpful. That way, before purchasing, you can size them out and make sure they are going to fit you. For me, everything fit perfectly. I did want to go in though and do a little customization to the cuticle area. For some of the nail tips, it was a little bit more square and I needed it to be a little more rounded just to fit my cuticle a little nicer. So I just took a hand file and gently went around any of the nails that I needed to customize. And I just took the hand file and did very small amounts of filing. And then I placed the nail back onto my natural nail to make sure if it was good or if I needed to do any more filing. This step, when you are doing your nails, it is super crucial. You want the nail tips to fit you perfectly. And if they are hanging off on the one side, be sure to shape them up and make them fit you, because if the nail tip is hanging off, if it's touching your skin, it is going to lift. And of course, if the nail tip doesn't fit you nicely around the cuticle, you're just going to have a weird looking cuticle and it's not going to look as flawless as it could look. So to apply these, I have my flash cure lamp off to the left-hand side, and I am taking the step number 3 extension gel, applying that to the nail tip and placing the nail tip onto my natural nails. I place it down starting at the cuticle area, but not on the cuticle, and then I slowly lower it at a 45-degree angle until the gel has reached the free edge. I hold it in place and do about a 15 to 20 second flash cure, and then once all of the nails were applied, I did do a full 30-second cure in my large nail lamp. I really like to go in with some customization when I'm doing the nails, no matter how thin they are near the cuticle. I just like taking a hand file to shape up the free edge, just get a clean free edge look to the nail, making sure everything is crisp and straight. I also like to go around the cuticle just in case I have any spillage. It also helps to really seal in the cuticle. And then even though these nail tips are pre-buffed, I did go in with a buffer over top of the nails just to remove the shine. Of course, that step is optional because they are already pre-buffed, but just do, again, whatever works best for you. Once I was all finished filing and buffing, I took a dust brush to remove all of the nail dust. Before we jump into stamping, I want to share with you guys the other products that Maniology sent over to me. So they sent over some stamping plates and some stamping polish. We're first going to take a look at the stamping polish. This is a stamping polish set. It does come with, I believe, 6 colors. This first one is a beautiful light blue. I love this color. Also, this collection, it is the perfect collection for like the winter season. The next color is kind of like a dark plum, dark purple color. This one is also very beautiful. I love it. It's just a very like cozy color in my opinion. The next one, it did not have a name label, but it is a little bit more of a lighter purple, but still a like deep purple or like a darker purple. It's not like a super bright baby purple. I just said purple so many times, but it was a really nice color. The next one is a beautiful like bronzy rose gold color. I think that one's really pretty, especially because it has and gives off like a chrome effect. The next color here, this one was one of my favorites along with the first light blue. This is a deeper dark blue, almost like a aquamarine color. I really like this one. I think it's so beautiful and it matches so perfectly with the lighter blue. The next shade we have here is more of like the name describes it perfectly, like a ballet pink, but it's also a like nude color. I really love this color so much. I think it would be an absolutely stunning nail bed color. Moving on to the kit now. The kit does include a stamping plate, a crystal clear stamper set, and also another stamping polish. The stamping polish is another one of kind of like the chrome polishes. I really like these ones a lot. I think they look so beautiful. This one is the perfect holiday red. I know red nails become super popular this time of the year, and that one will be absolutely perfect for that. The next item we have the stamper and the scraper. Because this is like a holiday Christmas stamping kit, the stamper head or the stamper and the scraper is on the holiday related side. I love the color of it. It says happy holidays and then it does have Maniology underneath, and I just really like the purple. It's almost like a purple blue with like a little gingerbread man and some mistletoe. The stamper is like one of the rectangle stampers, and you can see it just has the jelly stamper on the head and then the cap that you can put on top to protect the jelly part. In the kit also included a stamping plate, and then they also sent over an extra stamping plate. So this one here, it kind of has some gradients of different holiday related items such as snowflakes, hats, mittens, mistletoe, candy canes, gingerbread, Christmas trees, ornaments, stockings. This one is really nice. I absolutely love the gradient. Now, of course, I feel like the best way you would get the gradient if you used a little bit more of a longer nail, but either way, that stamping plate was so beautiful. This one gives kind of some little things and also like sweater design. I really like the little items such as the snowman face, candy canes, snowflakes, Santa, presents, reindeer, that type of thing. I really like those because you're able to just pick up one image and place it down on the nail, but I also did really like the sweater design too. So now we're ready. We're going to jump in and try some stamping. I am officially a beginner at stamping. I do need more practice, but I do have a lot of fun with stamping, and I think it is something you guys should definitely try if you haven't already. And 100%, I recommend Maniology. All of the products that I did show and I'm using will be linked down below. I also haven't mentioned yet, but I do have a discount code with Maniology. That code is NAILED10 and it can save you 10% off your purchase. So if you do want to pick anything up, you can definitely use my code and I'll leave that down below as well. So now we're going in for my base on the nails. I will of course be using the light blue and the darker blue. So for 3 of the nails, I use the light blue. For 2 of the nails, I use the dark blue. I will apply my first coat. I will let that air dry, and then I will go in with a second coat on all of the nails, and of course let that air dry as well. After I had 2 coats of the polish applied and everything was dry, I'm now ready to jump in and try some stamping. So I will be using both of the stamping plates that I showed. Starting off with the first one, kind of the gradients, I am going to be doing the snowflakes. So on the darker blue nails, I will be doing the gradient snowflakes using the light blue polish. I pulled out my stamper, the scraper, the polish. I also have some lint-free wipes with some acetone, some extra paper towels for cleanup, and some scotch tape to clean up the jelly stamper. So I have learned when you are stamping, you want to work very, very quickly. Something I have not really improved with is picking up the stamp properly. Just sometimes when I am working with the polish, I put the polish onto the plate, I scrape it, and then I pick it up with the stamper and it just does not pick up 100%. That is definitely just something like my fault, like I need to work with it better and get better at picking it up. Of course, I do see improvement, but sometimes I just struggle a little bit. For the gradient nails, I was picking it up really nicely. Like I was able to do both of those nails in just one stamp. But when it came to the sweater, this did take a couple of tries. Now I did cut out my mistakes. I cut it out because I didn't feel it was necessary to add it in since I was going to be talking about it. But for the sweater design, when I was picking up those stamps, it was definitely a lot harder. I felt like these nails did take a little bit longer, but it's okay. I feel like I was still able to pick it up, and I'm doing the sweater design, of course, on the light blue nails and using the dark blue polish. After I had stamped on all of the nails, I'm now going around and cleaning up any of the polish on my skin. I do know that Maniology sells a poly peel that you can apply onto your skin, and it's kind of like a glue where it will dry and then you can stamp and just peel that off. They also sell little stickers that you can place down if you want to do that. I didn't do that. I just took the time and cleaned it up, but it's all up to you, personal preference. I used this amazing cleanup brush, which is from Maniology, and it was from their box of Joy, and I'm just using that with a little bit of acetone and going around on my skin to clean up any of the polish. To seal everything in, I am using a glossy gel top coat. You can, of course, use a regular air dry top coat. I am a gel girly, so I always like to seal everything in with gel. So I just applied the gel top coat to all of the nails and cured that for 30 seconds. After the top coat was cured, I'm now going in with my cuticle oil. This cuticle oil was also from the box of Joy. I'm not sure if the box of Joy is still available. If it is, I'll go ahead and link that down below. I have a video on my channel where I did unbox it. If you haven't watched that and want to check it out, I highly recommend it. It would be an absolutely perfect box for a Christmas gift for anyone who loves nails or stamping. But I did go in with that cuticle oil, applied it to my cuticles to nourish them, and of course, like I always say, top off the nail set. And this is officially nail set number 2 for the winter and holiday season. I know yesterday's video I also did a blue nail set. I just love blue so much, and I wanted to use these two blue colors together so badly, so that's why I did another blue nail set. But don't worry, I'm going to be using some other colors. Friday's video, I'm actually doing a polygel nail set, and it is a red polygel nail set. So don't worry, I just love blue so much. This nail set totally could have been swapped out for any color though. Always, pretty much any set I do, keep that in mind, that maybe if you don't like the color I'm using, you could definitely do the same idea or nail concept, just using a different color, and it would come out looking the exact same, getting the same result, just using colors that you maybe like a little bit more. I do really love this nail set. I do see some imperfections in my stamping, but overall I think they are very pretty. I do love these soft gel nail tips. They are perfect for people who love doing short nails. It's also really nice that if you like stamping and you like doing it over full cover nail tips, save a little bit of time. You can also purchase both things from Maniology. Like I said, everything will be down below in the description box. I really hope that you guys did enjoy today's video, but as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.